all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today guys we're going to continue our marathon build with the Titanic. So we are going to do issue 183 of Build the Titanic, and we're adding more detail again today. So I've got a bit more to work to do at the top of the engine, and then we've got some more detail, a little bit same as last time, but something a little bit surprising. And I will mention that when we get over to the build desk. But yeah, it's just something I've never seen really before. I can't ever remember seeing before. So yeah. Anyway, let's get started. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, so 183 is the high pressure cylinder. But we are doing a bit more than that. So once we've got this piece here, and what it wants us to do, I believe, I'm just wondering which way this goes round. Ah, right, okay. Right, so we need to grease this first of all. So using the grease they provide, just gonna... Now, apparently, this is to do with reducing scratches more than anything. So we just make sure we use enough. That's probably too much, but never mind. Okay, so just before I put this on, I'm just going to put the lid back on, because last time I left it open and what happened? I put my hand into it. Okay, so there's kind of a bit of a lip on this, and that needs to be facing upwards. This is going to go on like that. Then we've got its cover. So that's just going to go on like that. Then we're screwing that in with 2 JM screws. Again, quite a few turns on that. Okay, so that is in place. Right, next what we need to do, just go over to the build desk. We've got this piece here. We've got some detail to put in. So this is just going to sit through there onto there. And then this is going to sit on to there. Bring over back to the engine. And we're just going to sit this on top. Okay. Next, what we need to do is we need to get this. Now, this is a piece of, classing this as a pipe. This is the first ever pipe that it's ever come that is actually metal that I can recall. But this pipe is actually running behind here. So I need to glue this in. So let's get some glue ready. But I've never known them do a metal pipe before. So it's definitely new on me. Okay, so that's in. Fantastic. Okay. So, back over to the build desk. Should know which button to press by now. Because we've got another thing to do. So we're going to be more or less similar to what we did in the previous stage. So we've got one of these. And what it wants us to do is to put this into here. It's half moon shaped, so it'll only go in one way. Oh. Come on. The last one went in fine. Okay, so that is in there. Okay, now probably gonna have to drop this, reposition it, go to the side camera, because this is going to be installed onto here. Okay, so which way is the direction for this? Right, so it's going to sit on there like so, and then we're screwing that in with a UP screw. These are silver screws. Now I'm thinking my PH1 is going to be too thick to get in there, so I'm going to use my 0. Try and get in there. Don't help I keep on knocking the screw. And it doesn't help, it keeps moving every time I want to screw it in. So I'm just going to bring it closer to me while I sort this. Oh, crud buckets. Yeah, you guessed it, it's fallen through. Can I get it from here? Maybe some long tweezers. No. Oh, why did that have to happen? I can see it just. Right, I can see it. I got it. But the slight problem now is the screw that it was on it has also disappeared. Right guys, I'm gonna be right back and sort this out, so back soon.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, I'm back, it's on. There we go. What a pain. Didn't need to be that hard. Okay, right. So, next what we need to do is, like last time, we have like a thing to make. So, let's go over to the build camera. So, what we need to do, got these two pieces here. You'll probably recognise this from the previous issue. We've got this rod to put through, like that. Then, we've got this piece next. Then the joint. Then this piece. Then this piece here. If I remember correctly, I glued mine last time, so I'm going to do the same because it was easier on installation. Okay. Now we need to put this on. We've got a wheel as well. So, going back to the side camera, it's the only problem when you're doing something like this. It's all over the place sometimes on how you recorded it. But because we've done one of these in the past, you kind of get the gist of it. Okay, so over to the side camera. I want to put a bit of glue in this, so I can attach it to that top pipe, because it's more or less going to go the same. So we're just going to thread this down through the ship or the engine. I just want to get some tweezers. Put it through the hole. It drops a little bit. Then at the top, swing this around for the pipe to go in. I think it might have just lost a bit of glue stick there, so while I was doing that, I think the glue dried a bit. Okay. Seeing what it looks like the photographs. I'm not too happy with this pipe. No, I'm not happy with this pipe at all. One, it's not staying in position. And two, I'm just not liking the look of it. Right. It's on. No, it was on. It's not anymore. What is going on? Right, it's on. Right, okay. Right, and then lastly, we need to put the wheel on. Now, if I remember correctly, right, so that is on. Whew, okay. Right, next, back to the build. Next, what we need to do is we have this part here and this part here. Now this is just going to simply sit on top. Probably don't need any glue for that. Okay, so that sits on top there. Then we've got a hole just down here, and this is going to literally fit over it, and then screwing that down with a BM screw, is it? BM. Oh. tiny screws. Yeah, they need a pH1 on them. That's not easy. I know I'm off camera, guys, but that's not easy when you're left-handed. When you're right-handed, sorry. That position. It's not the best to be in. You also want to be careful with this because you don't want to hit the you don't want to hit the flywheel. Okay, so that is in there, just like so. Then we have this cover to go on. Which, is it going to need to be glued in? No, it should be fine. That cover to go on there. Wish we were done, but we are not. Okay, so what we need to do next is we've got some guardrails to put on. So these are just going to sit up here. But I think I'm going to need to bring this towards me and this to here, just so I can show you, because man, they're tiny. Wow. Gotta remember the last time we did rails on this build. Whew. Not the best. Alright, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply dip the ends of the guardrails in glue and just put one on there. Got one on the other side to do. It's just minimal gluing. Not the best time to get shaky hands. Okay, so next what we need to do is we've got some ladders. Now I'm just checking there's no difference in these ladders, but they're going to fit underneath like that on both sides. Now okay, so they just kind of slot in. You really don't need any glue with them, to be honest. You just want to tuck them under and then just sort of pull them into position. Okay, so with that done, next we have got some railings for the ladders. So we've got different sides. We've got these which are going to go on this side, and then these which are going to go on that side. Okay, we're using the same method of just dipping the ends in glue. That's one in place. Now this is where it's going to get a little bit more tricky, because I've got to get the ends into the holes on here. Right, so tweezers. Oh, come on. Play ball with me today, at least one of you. That's one in. I get one in, and then when I get another one in, the other one pops out. Just to make sure that they're bonded in there, I'm just going to use a bit of Tamiya extra thin, which will ensure they are bonded perfectly. In fact, I might just use Tamiya extra thin on the other one. Okay, so now to work on this side. So more railings. Okay, that's one railing in. These railings are a lot easier than the railings in when we did the photo X railings, so not too bad, but yeah, these are bigger. So I'm going to do the same as last time. I'm going to put the bottom one in super glue when it wants to go in. Right, make sure it's lined up, and then I'll just put some crystal clear, not crystal clear, some extra thin, and that should bond it. And it's just like the other one. You get one in, then you get the other one in, and the other one wants to come out. So I'm going to try something different. Come on. It's tedious. Oh, come on. Right, I've got one in. I'm going to do the Tamiya extra thin first, because we're going to have more of these railings. Oh, it moved. The actual ladder moved. Okay. Oh, come on. Stop with this. Right, they're both in. Just making sure I get plenty of cement, because it does evaporate. And that's it, guys. That's this issue complete. They're not easy, but I am happy with how the build has gone on. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. That is issue 183 complete. Well guys, that was a bit of a tricky one, but that is issue 183 complete. So 7 more to go now, and we will be finished with this build. Those handrails were rather tricky, but it doesn't help that I was getting a bit shaky hands and seemed to be all over the place. And it's really difficult to record this at the moment because it's just so huge. I can't have my normal cameras on it. So I have to use what I call my little mobile camera or side camera in order to move it. But I'm pleased with it. Everything's looking cool, as it should do. And yeah, hopefully we can get more of this done and get it completed. If you like this video, guys, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.